Well, the state's top cop won't say tonight whether he would support a ban on any weapons following multiple mass shootings, including those in Wisconsin.
Political reporter Jess Garb sat down with Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen for his thoughts on gun control.
I think people immediately try to turn these tragedies into a foothold for a policy debate. And it's unfortunate because first and foremost, I think we need to focus on the victims.
Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen says he's been deeply impacted, as have others across the state and country, following mass shootings in Oak Creek and Brookfield, and then last week's tragedy in Newtown, Connecticut. But it hasn't changed his mind about the fundamental right to keep and bear arms.
People talk about should we have the gun control debate. Well, the gun control debate has been going on for a long time in this country. And the reality is that there is gun control.
Van Hollen won't say specifically whether he'd support a ban on any weapons or ammunition, but does think the use of weapons like the semi-automatic Bushmaster used in the Connecticut shootings should be considered.
From what I've read, by all accounts, an AR-15, which is what that was, .223 caliber, is a very popular weapon, if not the most popular weapon. And I think there's a very good reason for that. It's very comfortable for people to use. It's easier for smaller people to hunt with. I mean, there are a lot of good reasons why people utilize that, and I think that needs to be taken into account in the policy debate.
So that wouldn't be a weapon that you would see that should be banned?
Well, I'm not here promoting that any specific weapon should be banned. I'm not here promoting any specific policy, other than the fact that it is going to be up to our lawmakers and our legislature to balance those constitutional rights to keep and bear arms and to protect the public. And to determine whether further bans or further restrictions on law-abiding citizens having firearms is actually going to protect the public.
He says lawmakers should focus more on keeping guns out of the hands of the mentally ill and putting more liaison officers into schools.
Obviously, if there's somebody who's armed and trained, they can end a tragedy sooner than if there is no one there to do such a thing.
3 Milwaukee Democratic lawmakers rolled out new gun control bills this afternoon, including a ban on assault weapons and high-velocity ammunition, as well as psychological evaluations for those who want a concealed carry permit.
Well, an interesting interview there. We're about to, a year or so now into concealed carry here. Does he think that's made the state safer?
Well, he said at this point it's impossible to say because we can't know what crimes weren't committed because the law acted as a deterrent, but he said it was time that people had the right to carry concealed and that no predicted harm has come from anyone that was carrying a concealed weapon.
All right, thank you, Jessica.